Hi Aries, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you that are cross-watching, welcome to your weekly tarot messages. We'll take a look and see what the cards predict for you for the upcoming weeks. It is going to be a general reading. If you're after a personal reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is going to be listed for you just below the video. Okay, with all of that being said, let's begin. Okay, bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Swords. I definitely feel like there's someone here coming back for you, okay? The Devil here represents the energy of an ex, someone whom I feel like you're still tied to, perhaps emotionally and energetically. Especially the Devil just being situated above the Magician's energy. This is a return of the ex. This is a return of a past person, a past romantic energy that you were very connected with. You were very drawn to, you were very attracted to this individual. This is someone whom, look, it does feel like there may have been some toxic interactions between you and this individual. Maybe this is someone who was, you know, during your time with them, during your connection with them, someone who was a little bit emotionally immature or juvenile. Maybe this is someone who treated you like an option rather than the priority, and this is someone who maybe, you know, I feel like this individual may have ghosted you as well. Maybe they've pulled away, but it does feel like there were some toxic interactions, there was some toxic energy between you and this individual, and now it feels like this person is coming back, because even though you know, they felt this intense and immediate attraction and connection with you, it feels like they also took you for granted. It feels like they took the connection for granted. And I do get a sense that this is someone who kind of was playing around with you. They were toying with your emotions, they were toying with you, and they weren't being upfront, not with you and not with themselves, because the Magician does usher in a deceptive kind of energy. So maybe this is someone who was falling in love with you, or maybe this is someone who wanted, you know, something a little bit more stable and secure from out of the connection, but for whatever reason, it just it didn't necessarily happen that way, right? Instead of being real and honest with you, this person was being a little bit deceptive, a little bit foolish, a little bit juvenile. So this is someone who almost is, it's almost like they're coming back with a renewed sense of perspective, with a renewed sense of hope. So this is someone who realized that they were immature in their interaction with you. This is someone who realized that they were treating you like an option. It's almost like they had a lot of options, and instead of prioritizing you, they were kind of, either they were playing two different sides, or they may have been interacting with a lot of other romantic interests, or they were open to, you know, meeting new people at that time of your connection. But it does feel like there was something toxic about the connection, or something toxic rather about this person. They're coming back with the Page of Cups energy. This is someone who, so basically they're coming back after they realized they were foolish, after they realized they treated you wrong, they hurt you, you know, they didn't prioritize you, they didn't prioritize the connection. I mean, it felt like this person has feelings of guilt. There's something dark and shadowy about their personality, or shadowy about their behavior. So this person knows, you know, they've done you wrong, and they've always known that they weren't on their best behavior, right? But it feels like they needed to pull away to do some reflecting, okay? I'm also seeing that there is the other reason as to why this person has pulled away, because I feel like the Devil represents this energy of fear as well with the Four of Pentacles. This is someone who I feel like has a bit of a insecure attachment style. They could be avoidant, they could be you know, someone who does have an anxious attachment style, and as a result this is someone who knows that they get attached to people like quickly or anxiously, and as a result they like to kind of keep their distance. So in a way I feel like they're pulled away because of their fear. Their fear consumed him or her here, and they saw themselves potentially falling in love with you. They saw themselves, you know, they saw that this connection was gaining traction and could potentially be something long term. It could have had long term potential, and that scared them. This is why at the same time they did things to sabotage what you guys had. So this individual coming back into the picture, it's really a chance for the both of you to clear the air on a lot of things. So they may have ghosted you, they may have disappeared. This is someone who may have grew emotionally cold and distant over time. But this is like that flame, that attraction between the two of you. See, that's never really disappeared. I feel like it may have fizzled out a little bit, but once this person will connect with you, you'll notice that it's almost like, you know, you're going to be reigniting that spark, reigniting that flame with your ex or with this past person. It's so important. You've got the Ace of Swords here energy. It's so important that you guys do talk openly about what happened, about why the relationship the connection ended, about, you know, why they pulled away or why they may have ghosted you. It's so important that if they do not take accountability for the actions, that you call them out on it, okay? Otherwise, if this is someone who does engage in self-sabotaging behavior patterns, okay, and if they're not made aware of it, then they'll continue to do so. So them coming back doesn't mean that they're here to stay. Them coming back could also mean that it's likely the relationship is likely to suffer the same fate if they haven't learned their lesson, if they haven't done, you know, some of the work here. So look, you're both attracted to each other. There is this magnetic attraction, this magnetic connection that the two of you have going on, and that physical attraction, that sexual attraction, that hasn't dissolved, okay? That's not gone away, because when you'll reconnect, you'll notice that the both of you are going to be reigniting that spark, that flame. It's almost like, you know, you'll fall in love with each other all over again. That's that. But I feel like this connection needs more depth and it needs more substance. They kept you at a distance because they were scared to get close. They may also have been going through some personal issues, and with the Six of Swords here, maybe this person was also seeing or talking to an ex. Or maybe they were kind of like holding space in their lives for an ex and they were scared to get close to you. But once they realized that, you know, the thing with their ex never had the potential that they kind of were under the illusion that it might have had, this is when they decided to, you know, put a stop to that, and instead they've decided to start focusing on you, or to start, you know, reconnecting with you. So for some of you, this is someone who is going to, you know, this past energy is going to reach out to you. Could be within the week or could be within the weeks to come. For others of you, maybe this person has reached out to you. There's a lot of history there. There's this energy of the two of you sharing a lot of history. Even though you may have not known each other for a long time, it just feels like you grew close in a way. And because of this closeness, because of this connectedness that I'm picking up on, this person was afraid, so they put up their walls up, or they put their guard up, or they've engaged in the self-sabotaging behavior, which they felt it's because of the fear fueled them to pull away, because they were scared that, you know, this could be a good thing, that this could potentially work, and this could you know, become something serious, and that scared them away, because even though that is something that they want, it's also the very thing that they're afraid of. So the Ace of Swords, I feel like this is someone who's coming back and they have clarity, okay? So they're coming back and they're going to give you answers. They're ready to give you answers. So, you know, whether it's an apology that is overdue from this person, whether it's an explanation, or whether it's you straight out asking them, you know, the tough questions, you're giving them a little bit of tough love, but they're here for it. So Ace of Swords energy is clarity. You're finally going to cut through any confusion, any misinterpretations, any misunderstandings. So you're speaking your truth, this person is speaking their truth, you're listening, you're hearing them out. It's really a chance for the both of you to manifest a second chance with each other, manifest, you know, a do-over, a cosmic redo, basically. But things will obviously have to go very differently to how they went before, because how things panned out before, well, it didn't pan out so well for the both of you. So it's so important that you guys talk to each other, because it's likely that this person may get cold feet again. Okay, so it's so important that you guys create this safe space where you can talk it out. Okay, talk about what's bothering you or what's bothering them, and then find, you know, a solution, compromise, work things out. Otherwise, it's going to result in them running away from you or you chasing them, and it's not, you know, it's not the type of a connection that you want. Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing to this channel. Bye.